Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Joe Parker with the Santa Barbara Group at Berkshire Hathaway Real Estate, making these videos for you so you learn more about my hometown here in Santa Barbara. And where I'm showing you today is Montecito, adjacent to Santa Barbara, this little exclusive enclave right below us here. I tried to get up as high as I could so I could point down to show you what I'm going to give you a tour of. Everything down below there, we've got the upper village, the lower village, the beaches, the commercial areas, everything you need to know, the schools, all the ins and outs of living in Montecito will be featured in this video, and I'm going to be sharing some of the local secrets that you would never know about if you didn't watch this video. So thanks for tuning in. Be sure to watch the whole thing, and I'm looking forward to sharing the beautiful community of Montecito with you. So living in Montecito, you really divided, the community's divided between the lower and the upper village. Down here on the lower village, it's anchored by Coast Village Road. You've got Vaughn's on one end, you've got the Montecito Hotel, the Montecito Inn on the other end over here. And all along Coast Village Road here, it's full of restaurants, boutiques, you've got some coffee shops, the Bottle Shop liquor store over here across the street, a lot of different things. So people come from all over. You got people coming up from LA, day tripping to come here, enjoy a meal, walk along Coast Village Road, see who they could see. Always a great place to spend an afternoon, and the locals love it. You can see even in the afternoon it's still filled with a lot of people enjoying this space right here because it is one of the main commercial areas, much bigger than the upper village, which we'll show you as well. But this lower village, Coast Village Road, is some of the main reasons why people love this community so much, because it gives people a way to get out of their homes and come kind of socialize in the community and be a part of it. Now, as promised, I'm going to reveal one of the secrets of Montecito. I'm just below Coast Village Road up there, and by the way, electric bikes rentable, so you could jump on one of these and go anywhere. But what I'm going to tell you about is not the e-bikes. It's this pedestrian tunnel that takes you underneath the 101 freeway here, right to Butterfly Beach. So this is a lesser known beach access. When you're living in the lower village of Montecito here, right above the village, there's all kinds of housing. If you're living there, not only do you get to walk to Coast Village Road and enjoy everything there, but if you want to take a trip to the beach, it's easy. Go right under the tunnel, walk 2 more blocks, and you're at Butterfly Beach. And this little Butterfly Beach neighborhood is between the ocean and the freeway. You've got the Biltmore and Olive Mill on one side, and the Music Academy of West on this side, and Butterfly Beach right down over here. So this is a really cool little pocket. You got great accessibility to Coast Village Road, a lot of nice homes in here. You get some smaller ones, and even some condos and townhomes over on the other end of the neighborhood. Now, Montecito's beaches are legendary. The most legendary of the beaches is right here, Butterfly Beach. This one is a stretch of about, I don't know, half a mile. It's in front of the Biltmore Hotel, the Coral Casino. You got a few homes, select homes that are on Channel Drive right here, but mainly Butterfly Beach is a huge attraction, very sought after spot for locals and visitors alike. You'll see that the parking fills up, so you got to get creative and park up in the neighborhoods, but this beach right down here is truly a jewel of Montecito. Now, I wanted to show you Cold Springs Elementary School because one of the biggest draws of Montecito, especially for families, are the elementary schools. We got 2 of them here. Cold Springs Elementary School, located here at the base of the foothills across the street from Lotus Land. As you can see here, really cool campus. They got plenty of room for the kids to play. You got some portables over here, but that's typical for a lot of these schools. Luckily, they got newer ones here. But just a really great school, top rated here in Santa Barbara in the community. And I've heard from a lot of people who have their kids there, and they can't say enough about it. So people are paying the big bucks here to live in Montecito just to send their kids to this school or Montecito Union, which I'll show you as well. Now, just like Santa Barbara, Montecito, its neighbor, has a lot of parks like this one here. I'm at Manning Park. This is just up from the Montecito YMCA, across the street from Montecito Union Elementary School, and just below the upper village. So centrally located. This is a great little park. You've got beach volleyball, you've got room for a softball game, you've got a picnic area big enough for a big party if you want to invite people over and have a big family gathering. Could be the great spot. I remember growing up having some really cool slosh ball games over in this baseball field over here. It's just actually a big field. You can do anything on it. So this is a great asset, another cool feature of living in Montecito. Now, right here in Montecito is the Montecito YMCA. This is cool for the community because you've got choices for exercise. They also have an outdoor pool. They have classes, great for kids too. They have camps and programs that happen during the summer here, after school programs. So it's always nice to have one of these in your community. And I think it's pretty rare for a community like Montecito to have an asset like this, the Montecito YMCA. All right, guys, I wanted to show you the neighborhood of the Lower Village. So just above Coast Village Road, you have on one end Olive Mill, on the other end Hot Springs, and they kind of meet at a point. And everything below those streets and above Coast Village Road is pretty much the Lower Village of Montecito. This neighborhood here is a mix of some more modest homes, but you could definitely get some big ones as well. Not the big estates you'll find up on East Valley Road or the upper village of Montecito, but this section here does have some really nice ones. It is super attractive to a lot of people because it doesn't put you way up in the foothills. You have easy access into Coast Village Road, the freeway, and even Santa Barbara is not too far away compared to the deeper regions of Montecito, which I'll show you as well. So, but you can see, you know, there's lots of trees, lots of hedges, lots of shade, so it's very representative. And you could get out of your house right here and walk right down to Coast Village Road, walk under the freeway to the beach, a lot right out your front door. So that's one reason why this is a really popular place for people shopping in Montecito. Another great aspect of the Lower Village of Montecito is the Vaughn Shopping Center right here. It's full of restaurants, stores, some boutiques. You can buy clothing, toys for the kids. Some of the great restaurants, Batina right over here, really awesome. Plus you got Rory's Ice Cream. A bunch of different places in here, which kind of anchors the Lower Village of Montecito, the commercial district. So a great place for you to come into town. Maybe you got to hit Vaughn's, hit the pharmacy, maybe get some pizza, get some coffee, smoothies, whatever. This is a great spot to do that. You see a lot of the community gathering here. Okay guys, now I wanted to show you Montecito Union Elementary School, the other elementary school here in Montecito. This one's located right at the base almost of the Upper Village, in between the Upper Village and Miramar Beach, but closer to the Upper Village. But this one is located also across the street from the Montecito YMCA on San Ysidro Road. So the school, as you can tell, this playground is big. You've got plenty of room. There's a little track up here. You got some portables. There's more campus over here. And I noticed they're doing some remodel on the main campus over here. So this is what it's like. Another one of the gems, one of the best schools in all of Santa Barbara. The two best schools in all of Santa Barbara located right here in Montecito, Cold Springs and Montecito Union. They're amazing, really top notch. Now, living in Montecito does come with its advantages and disadvantages. And some of the disadvantages could be the fact that a lot of people who move to Montecito, they want to customize their home or even rebuild it completely once they've moved here. So you could be living or partaking in construction. If you're living next to it, it could be a lot worse than partaking in it. And living next to it is something like this. You can see we've got a beautiful house here and we've got a construction site here. They're building a really big home over here. There's gonna be a lot of workers, a lot of dust, a lot of construction, a lot of noise over a long period of time. This could take a year or so because these are big homes. So that's something that you could be in your peace and quiet up in the foothills of Montecito, but right next door to a construction site. So it just goes with the territory. It's part of living here. What can you do? I mean, at one day, this will be all done and it will be finished in a beautiful new home there, and it's going to reset the value of all of these because it's going to be a brand new, nice, big home. The Upper Village of Montecito is located above East Valley Road, and this is where you really get into these crazy big estates. This is like the uber wealthy living up here. You know, some of these are going to be selling for anywhere from 20, 30, 40, $50 million plus. So multiple acres, long driveways, many bigger ones than this even. I just wanted to make sure I got a chance to show you. As you drive around Montecito, I'm on Picacho right now. As you drive around Montecito, you'll see a lot of these in the Upper Village, and this is really where the big estates are. As you do a flyover overhead, you'll see all these big properties dotted over the rolling hills. All right, so Montecito, being nestled between the mountains and the ocean, provides us with all these wonderful trailheads. So this is what a trailhead looks like in Montecito. You can get out of your house, if you're close enough, walk to this place or park nearby and get on one of these trailheads. This one is got a map, so it tells you all the different trails you could get on or what's around here and gives you some of the lay of the land, some of the rules. But this is what it looks like if you're a hiker and you want to move to Montecito. These are what the trailheads start off like, and these will take you all the way up into the top of the mountains. This one happens to walk along a creek, so as you get up further, when there's enough water, and there has been lately, you could take dips in the water. But these are great trails. They're all over Montecito, hiking up in the mountains is definitely a thing. People like to mountain bike up here as well, and I love getting in the water when it's running. Now, considering a move to Montecito, you're gonna wanna know all the pros and the cons, and I did make a video actually on the pros and cons of living in Montecito, so be sure to check my channel for that. But I'll tell you, the number one con has gotta be, as you get up here into the foothills, the fire danger. Now, of course, all these areas in California have fire danger. In Montecito, it's particularly high as well because we have a lot of mature growth that hasn't been burned in a long time. We've had fires around Montecito, but not actually through Montecito. The main heart of Montecito has not burned, so that's still really full. So you're gonna wanna make sure that you understand your risks. You're gonna wanna talk to insurance people before buying anything or really looking at anything. And it's really helpful to have one of these next to your house if you are in the foothills of Montecito. This will help you out in your insurance, making sure you could get it or at least make it a little bit less expensive. Hey, now I wanted to show you guys the Upper Village. So this is where the other commercial district is here in Montecito. Remember, we got the Lower Village down at Coast Village Road. This Upper Village on East Valley in San Ysidro is the other commercial hub, and it kind of anchors this upper area of Montecito, a different neighborhood, so to speak. So what you get in here, similar to like Coast Village Road, just a little bit smaller. Some great restaurants, some boutiques, some other service business providers, and you got a Montecito Village grocery over here. But I just love how these parking lots are laid out. I mean, you've got this cool little fountain right here, great little sitting area, restaurants in the corner, banking, so just a great little hub for the community to come in and take care of business. Montecito also has gated communities if that's what you're looking for, if you want that extra privacy, that security. Burnham Wood is one of them. We've got golf in Burnham Wood, there's tennis, they have a restaurant, they have a clubhouse, very social scene, kind of like being a member of a country club. And there's a couple others around Montecito as well. Ennisbrook, you got Sea Meadow. Now, if there's something particular you're looking for, a certain lifestyle, feel free to reach out to me and we could communicate about what it is you're looking for, and I could share what I know about Montecito to help connect the dots so you find the right home. Another prized section in the Montecito community is this hedgerow neighborhood right here. This is located just above Jameson and the freeway. This is southeast of San Ysidro, so we are adjacent sort of to the Lower Village in this neighborhood and across the street from the Rosewood Miramar Hotel at Miramar Beach. So this neighborhood is flat for the most part. You're not gonna get many views or anything. You will have a variety of homes, from some more modest ones, maybe lower priced as they're closer to the freeway. As you get back further away, some of them are bigger. They could range all the way up to maybe $9, $10 million up in here, but that's pretty rare. Typically it's a bit less, and it's just a really popular spot because it's easy access to everything. You've got a lot to choose from right out your front door, and you could walk to the beach, which is huge. Now, Montecito being a resort community, you do have resorts here that you could use as a resident, and that's what a lot of people that live here in Montecito like to do. For example, the Rosewood Miramar, our newest resort, luxury resort, amazing, right on the beach. It has awesome restaurants. It has really great bar that's located right on the beach, so you can meet friends here, go down on the beach, overlooking the ocean, have cocktails. It's a great spot, so you can come here to dine. A great way to have staycations, and it's located, as I mentioned, on the beach and adjacent to the 101 freeway, which is a good time to bring up the fact that there are some negatives with Montecito, and I don't want to hide those. And one of the negatives that you'll find, and you may have already noticed if you visited, is that the traffic on the 101 could be intense because they've been doing a lot of construction to try to widen it. And so the traffic tends to get off the freeway and goes through the community, so the streets in the Montecito area could also be filled with cars. So it's just one of the things that comes with the nature of living in Montecito here, and being down here by the beach especially. You could get congested with a lot of the construction and stuff that's going on. But all in all, most people tend to live just fine here. Now, I had to bring you down to Miramar Beach. It's one of my favorite beaches in all of the area here. I grew up surfing, learning to surf right here on this point. One of my first beach sails was this house right here. And right down here, we've got the Rosewood Miramar, one of the great assets of this community here. So this beach, really popular. It's beautiful, it's iconic. One of the only places in Montecito where you can live on the sand. Right here, these beach houses, original little crab shacks, now selling for $4, $5, $12 million. I mean, amazing prices. But Miramar Beach is one of my favorites, and right behind it is Hammond's Meadow. So that's another great beach. a great surf spot over there. This is basically what it's like living in Montecito. Beaches, mountains, and everything else in between. So if you want to learn more about Montecito, if you think that this is a place where you think you're going to be landing or you want to explore further, I invite you to contact me. I make these videos to make a relationship with you guys that are watching them, and feel free to reach out to me anytime. You could call, text, or shoot me an email, or you want to get on our mailing list to learn more about Santa Barbara and Montecito, please go ahead and do so. I'll leave a link down below in the description that you could use to get in contact. Looking forward to hearing from you guys. Thanks for watching. I'm Joe Parker with the Santa Barbara Group at Berkshire Hathaway Real Estate. Make it a great one, everyone.